Hey guys, well I'm pretty excited. My product from Davies Craig has turned up. The electric and controllable water pump, which is going to suit my application perfectly on a 69 Camaro. With the old mechanical water pump, the pulleys and all the ugly hoses and all those sorts of things. So I thought I would put an electric water pump on to clean up the engine bay cosmetically, but also this car is on E85. So it's really hard to warm up sometimes, get temp into it for it to run efficiently, but also I want to race this car eventually. So I've got to get temperature out of it between races, between drag races. So with an electric water pump, that's going to be perfect. The old mechanical pump, unfortunately, to cool the car down and circulate water, the car's got to be on. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the install. I've already installed it to the car. And some of the instructions, it was super, super easy. I can't believe such a high-tech little bit of equipment with touchscreen. You can speed it up, slow it down. It controls temperature. All these sorts of things was so easy to install. So let's take a look at the install. I'll unfold it on the bench so you can have a bit of a look at it. You know something's a good product when the instruction sheet is 3 pages. And I could even read it. So let's have a look. This is how unwrapped. Comes with absolutely everything you need. Obviously the pump and the touchscreen is very important, and that's really user friendly, the touchscreen. Even I can use it. You've got hose clamps, all the rubber fittings, but this is a pretty important part to go in between your radiator hose. And obviously that is the water temp sensor that's going to monitor the temperature of your water and obviously speed up or slow down your pump. And all used through this, really, really easy, as I said. I'm going to mount this off my bottom radiator hose. There's a few little tricks and tips on the angle to mount it so you don't get airlocks and stuff like that, which is all in here, as I said before. Now it's 3 pages long. You know something's a good product when that is the case. But here's the before pictures. As you can see, there's a few pulleys that are pretty ugly and a big ugly water pump at the front. We're going to clean that up and put this water pump on. It's obviously going to be better for my application, but cosmetically, it's going to look good too. Now, have a look at the after. So much better. No big ugly pulleys, big ugly pump on the front. I obviously need the alternator pulley on there, but after a few braided hoses, there's the pump down on the bottom radiator hose, and I've just attached it. I'll try and get my finger down there, there you go. Just on the chassis rail, just stiffen things up, but it's so much better. Probably doesn't do it justice, this video, but I had to tap in on the water for the turbos on each side, but as you can see, it just opens up the engine bay quite a bit and cleans it up so much. So really happy with it. So guys, look, that's it. It was a really, really easy install. It's going to suit my application down to the ground. When I warm up the car now, I used to run raggedy for 4 or 5 blocks before it actually cleaned itself up, because E85's got to get up to operating temperature. It does that a lot quicker now because it just slows the pump down, which heats the engine up a lot quicker. But man, it's so much better for this car. What I can also do now is when I race the car, as I mentioned previously, I can cool the car down between races by just controlling it with the touchscreen controller that they supply with it. Cosmetically, it looks better, as you can just see. It's going to suit my application down at the ground. And I think back-to-back dyno pulls on engine dynos, it's 10 to 15 horsepower on average that an electric water pump will gain over a mechanical. Now 10 to 15 horsepower, you know, you're probably not going to notice, but I prefer to have it than not have it. So cosmetically, tick. Suit my application, absolutely. It's way better now, and I gain more power. Why wouldn't you put it on? Make sure you get onto daviescraig.com, www.daviescraig.com.au. Got some really cool product. They've got some transmission coolers, thermo fans, which they're pretty famous for, but they've got the electric water pump with controllers, which I've installed, but they've also got ones without. So you can just put them off the key. You can hide the water pump away, clean up your engine bay like I've done. And yeah, it's got some really cool stuff. I'm really happy with what I've done with this car. It's just made it so much more drivable now. So make sure you get on their website and check it out. And if you need some help with an install, feel free to pop some questions. You won't need to because it's super easy, but if you need, hit me up. Good luck with the install, guys.